What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Shabazz. Welcome to the channel. So, My Hero Academia Chapter 332 just released, and it was dope. It was dope to see. As we know, Star and Stripe is fighting All for One. Prior to the fight, though, she starts off with her having a flashback to her and her pilots and her like other soldiers just chopping it up, talking like, "Oh, like they're saying that you don't need to be All Might. Like you're strong enough already, but you don't need to because she idolizes All Might, right? But she doesn't need to be All Might. You could idolize someone without needing to be that person." Which I always enjoyed with my hero, because like even Deku, like in the beginning, he idolized him and he wanted to be like him so badly that it caused a lot of the injuries that happened to him. And eventually, like he learned that I don't need to be like All Might to be like All Might, if that makes sense. Like I don't need to do everything the way he does it. Like I can find my own way and still have the same ideologies, have the same impact as All Might did. And seeing this flashback with Star and Stripe of Cassie, her kind of like she's aware of the limits of her quirk. It's not like One for All when the limits is it's calculable, but it's not really like there. With Star and Stripe, she knows with no order, it's very much limited to two things, and she can't make no one stronger than what they already are. So she can boost up her physical strength as long as she wants, but it's not like a tangible thing where you will be able to destroy mountains. Nah, that can't happen with her quirk. Her knowing that and still being able to become the number one hero in the U.S. says a lot about her drive and her willingness to succeed, which is dope to see. So fast forward, her and All for One, they're continuing to fight. She just unleashed like her secret weapon, like the lasers and stuff. All for One is like, like these are not gonna contain me. Like for me, like he could regenerate super fast. So these are not gonna contain me. Like this is light. But he knows something else is coming, because he knows like as much as the lasers are like being a distraction, he knows that something else is coming that's much bigger. So like that, I guess that's his years of experience of fighting people, and he just knows. Turns out there was something bigger and much stronger that was just amazing to read. I gotta read it. New model hypersonic intercontinental ballistic punch. Let me read that again. She hit him with the new model hypersonic intercontinental ballistic punch. Let's break it down. New. So not the old one, but the new one. New model. So not the old model. This is new. Hypersonic. So that's super speed. Intercontinental. Not Intercontinental Championship from WWE. No, like the whole world. Ballistic. You know what a ballistic is? A ballistic is one of those freaking, like, if you play Call of Duty, one of those like missiles, like boom, and then a punch. So all that wrapped into one. Oh my god! Like she hit him with that, and it caused a massive explosion. And literally, like the water, like blew up, like type shit. Um, Obviously, you would think he would be finished off of that, but no. Um, like in a last just effort, he used the decay quirk in the water to create a hole, and he like dove in underground, like under the water. That's dope. That's crafty as hell. Obviously, we don't like it because he was the bad guy. We don't want him to succeed. Unless you're my brother, he loves the bad guys. But we talk about crafty, so you gotta give him his props for that, thinking on the fly like that. In the last effort, her pilots said that like, because All for One landed on top of the pilots, but he jumped on top of the pilots. So she was like, crush all of us. She hesitates, and as soon as she hesitates, All for One, he reaches up to her, he touches her face, and we assume she's dead. We assuming she's dead. As he's approaching her, he said, this quirk will be like you made good use of it, but I can make a better use of your quirk. So we're assuming that one, she's dead, and two, he's gonna take her quirk and make it, I guess, make it broken. Because All for One is just known for just doing a lot of dumb stuff, not dumb stuff, a lot of broken stuff. Like his quirk and him, he can enhance it and like do all these other things. So I'm excited to see how he uses it. Because the way she used it, like you would like, granted, she was the only one in the world that can use it because that's we only seen it from her, but to see her use it quite well and basically hold him off for a lot of time. And if it was anyone else, like literally would have would have beat him. Like literally, Endeavor probably would have lost. Deck probably would have lost. Like a lot of people who weren't All for One, if they were facing her, they would lose because her quirk is pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. But we don't like, it's all assumptions. We're assuming that she died. We're assuming that he's gonna take her quirk. The chapter kind of ended abruptly and kind of like ended on that kind of cliffhanger. So when the next chapter comes out, we're gonna see how it actually ended. I'm hoping another hero or even somebody like maybe like one of her pilots survives and like the Stacks. I don't know. Hopefully she survives because I would like to see her fight again. That would be a dope thing to see her and Deku, like her meeting him and seeing their interaction. Or I can't imagine, right? Them they're writing a good character in Star and Stripe and just writing her off like off rip. I feel like she has so much potential to be not I guess a catalyst for Deku and just to help him elevate into another level, right? Because All Might taught him how to gave him the quirk, taught him how to be a hero. Endeavor taught him about more quirk, like how to use the black whip and how to like be reactionary. Stain might teach him more stuff about like finishing the job, but in terms of like being a face, All Might can't teach him how to be a face anymore, but Star and Strike can. So hopefully she's still alive, or hopefully like no one she doesn't die because of All for One, and she's able to like help Deku. Like let's say this whole thing is over in like the epilogue, or like not even the epilogue, but more like when everything is done, right? And Deku becomes the number one hero in Japan. How to become like a face and how to become a symbol. That's where I feel like Star and Stripe would be beneficial for him. And it obviously like All for One is pretty OP, but he's gonna lose at some point. And I feel like someone like her with her quirk for Deku, like, oh, you won't be able to die, or you won't be able to like she can use her quirk along with Deku, right? So he's got all the quirks from One for All, right? All the quirks from all the predecessors. Them two in tandem, that would be dope to see. And I hope they don't write her off like that. Um she's a really good character. A little bit too, as I said earlier, she's a little bit too idealistic of All Might. She she should do things her own way, and I like her a lot. I don't think she should perish or whatever. Um, but we're gonna see the vibes. I don't know, like, because they could either do one or two things. One, kill her off rip, and just make All for One insanely powerful, even more powerful than he already was, right? Or they could have a hero save her, and they just diverge and share battle tactics and share experience, and then Star Strike meet Deku, and then they team up to beat him. So the writer has a lot of ability to shift it any way he wants it, because it could easily be, oh, All for One, the smack, it claps it, and that's it. Or it could be a more divergent route where a hero comes to save her, takes her away. She comes to Japan for a while, talks to Deku, talks to the heroes, and they come up with a plan to defeat All for One. So either way is fine. Either way could be work. We're gonna see how the vibes go out. I just think that it could easily. If it were me, what I'd prefer was that they wrote it in a way that like satisfied me. Like I'd be satisfied either way, but I feel like it'll be perfect if she just doesn't die. Because like I said earlier, she's a great character, and her celebrity or her status can really help Deku, and her power, her quirk can really help Deku and everyone else in this upcoming war. Fighting All for One and fighting Dobby and all these other stuff. So I think this could work, but I don't know. I'm not the author. But until then, that's all we got for today. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, tell a friend to tell a friend, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.